Then come omnipotence and omniscience. Aphorism. By giving up even these powers comes the destruction of the very seed of evil, which leads to kaivalya. Commentary. He attains aloneness, independence, and becomes free. When one gives up even the ideas of omnipotence and omniscience, there comes entire rejection of enjoyment of the temptation from celestial beings. When the yogi has seen all these wonderful powers and rejected them, he reaches the goal. What are all these powers? Simple manifestations. They are no better than dreams. Even omnipotence is a dream. It depends on the mind. So long as there is a mind, it can be understood, but the goal is beyond even the mind. Aphorism. The yogi should not feel allured or flattered by the overtures of celestial beings for fear of evil again. Commentary. There are other dangers too. Gods and other beings come to tempt the yogi. They do not want anyone to be perfectly free. They are jealous, just as we are, and worse than us sometimes. They are very much afraid of losing their places. Those yogis who do not reach perfection die and become gods. Leaving the direct road, they go into one of the side streets and get these powers. Then again they have to be born. But he who is strong enough to withstand these temptations and go straight to the goal becomes free. Aphorism. By making samyama on a particle of time and its precession and succession comes discrimination. Commentary. How are we to avoid all these things, these devas and heavens and powers? By discrimination, by knowing good from evil. Therefore a samyama is given by which the power of discrimination can be strengthened, this by making a samyama on a particle of time and the time preceding and following it. Aphorism. Those things which cannot be differentiated by species, sign, and place, even they will be discriminated, bit the above samyama. Commentary. The misery that we suffer comes from ignorance, from non-discrimination between the real and the unreal. We all take the bad for the good, the dream for the reality. Soul is the only reality, and we have forgotten it. Body is the unreal dream, and we think we are all bodies. This non-discrimination is the cause of misery. It is caused by ignorance. When discrimination comes, it brings strength. And then alone can we avoid all these various ideas of body, heavens, and gods. This ignorance arises through differentiating by species, sign, and place. For instance, take a cow. The cow is differentiated from a dog by species. Even with the cows alone, how do we make the distinction between one cow and another? By signs. If two objects are exactly similar, they can be distinguished if they are in different places. When objects are so mixed up that even these differential will not help us, the power of discrimination acquired by the above-mentioned practice will give us the ability to distinguish them. The highest philosophy of the yogi is based upon this fact that the Purusha is pure and perfect, and is the only simple that exists in the universe. The body and mind are compounds, and yet we are ever identifying ourselves with them. This is the great mistake, that the distinction has been lost. When this power of discrimination has been attained, man sees that everything in this world, mental and physical, is a compound, and as such cannot be the Purusha. Aphorism. The saving knowledge is that knowledge of discrimination, which simultaneously covers all objects in all their variation. Commentary. Saving. Because the knowledge takes the yogi across the ocean of birth and death, the whole of Prakriti, in all its states, subtle and gross, is within the grasp of this knowledge. There is no succession in perception by this knowledge. It takes in all things simultaneously at a glance. Aphorism. By the similarity of purity between the sattva and the Purusha comes kaivalya. Commentary. When the soul realizes that it depends on nothing in the universe, from gods to the lotus atom, that is called kaivalya, isolation and perfection. It is attained when this mixture of purity and impurity, called sattva, the intellect, has been made as pure as the Purusha itself. Then the sattva reflects only the unqualified essence of purity, which is the Purusha.